another Bowman Handles Inc. tutorial. My name is Colin Bowman, and today I'm going to show you how to replace a handle on both a wooden and a fiberglass shovel. So, you've been working with your shovel, and you finally pried too hard and the handle snapped in two. Typically, the handle will snap right above the shank, and when that happens, you're going to have to first get the old handle out before you can replace it. So, the method that I recommend is to grind off both sides of the shovel pin, and then using a punch, push down so that you can get clearance. And then I use a piece of all thread or some sort of a very small metal cylinder. You could use a long punch or something, and put it down the back side of your shovel head and use a hammer to top that out, and then your broken shaft will pop right out. Sometimes it does take a little effort, I won't lie to you, but sometimes they just fall right out. Depends on how old it is and how long it's been in the sun. But whether you have a wooden one or a fiberglass handle originally, you can replace the handle with either one, okay? Now, if you bought a handle from a big box store, what a lot of them are selling nowadays is a fiberglass handle, except right after it goes into the shank of the head, it transitions into this hard plastic piece. And once those get exposed to UV and the elements, as with any fiberglass handle, it quickly deteriorates, and like this one here, it just snapped right off, which is kind of a problem. But if you have a preference for fiberglass or for wood, it's no big deal. You can replace a shovel head onto either type of handle. So I'm going to demonstrate first what to do with a fiberglass handle. It's identical to a wood handle except for a small variation. The main variation is that most replacement fiberglass handles, like the one we sell here at Bowman Handles, which you'll see, instead of having a plastic piece at the end, we actually have a core that goes all the way through the shank of the shovel. You have this little plastic cap that you have to install. So the way that works is you just take the small side and you just carefully just tap that right into the end of the shank. It's very easy to remove as well. And then if you look at the handle, you can see that it's actually oval in shape, okay? And if you look at it this way, you can see that we cut a 45-degree angle on here. And the way that this works is you want the oval part of your handle to be perpendicular to your shovel head, okay? So I would take the longest side and I would turn that so that it is facing what would be the front of the shovel. That allows the core to contact the most amount of the shank where the pressure is going to be and makes your shovel handle even stronger. So you just want to install that, you slide it in, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look down the shank and make sure that it is perpendicular like you want it to be. And I don't know if you can see that, but that's what I'm going for. And then you'll just take the butt of your handle and you'll start driving that down. And what you're looking for is for the core to get about, sometimes depending on what kind of handle you get, it will actually stick out a little bit. Sometimes it might be about 1 inch from the end. It could have some variation depending on what kind of handle you buy. But you're just going to drive that down, and then you're going to drill through both sides. I'm using a 5/16 drill bit, which is what our shovel pins are. And you're just going to drill straight through. You're going to put your shovel pin in. So make sure you get one that comes to the other side. You really only need about 5/16, maybe 1/4 of an inch sticking out at the most. And then take the already mushroom side of your shovel pin, put that down onto a hard surface, and then use a ball peen hammer, like this one. Use the round side, and you can just start tapping on that shovel pin, and it will slowly start to mushroom out, okay? They're designed, the type of metal they are, they're designed to mushroom, so it doesn't take a whole lot of effort. It just takes a little bit of time to kind of work that down so that your shovel head is very, very tight to the handle, okay? So next we're going to talk about how to install a wooden handle. And we're going to want to look for a couple things when you're getting a nice handle for your new shovel or your replacement handle for your shovel. If you're buying from Bowman Handles, which you should, we're not going to send you something that's bad. However, if you've been shopping at the store or whatever, because you're in an emergency and you need a shovel right away, a couple things you want to look for. Make sure that there's no swirly grain in this area or any knots, because the handle will tend to break if you apply pressure. Also, make sure that your grain is nice and straight through here, because most shovels, when you're prying, will break at this spot, okay? So you want to make sure that you have nice straight grain in the areas of tension, okay? So what we're going to do here is, I don't have to have a cap for this one. I just simply take the split, okay, and I'm going to put that split parallel to my shovel head, and I'm just going to slide it in until it gets tight, okay? And you can see I have quite a ways to go until I get to my shoulder of my handle, but I don't want to drive it down too vigorously, because if I do, it's going to split and cut into the wood, and that's not what you want, okay? So just, it doesn't take a lot of effort. You just kind of gently tap it on the ground. Okay? And once it's snugged up to the shoulder, I'm going to take my 5/16 drill bit, and I'm just going to drill through the head. I'm going to take my shovel pin and slide it through, which may take a tap of a hammer. And then I'm going to put the already rounded side on a hard surface, like an anvil or whatever you have available. And then using the round part of my ball peen, I'm just going to tap that down until it mushrooms out and my head is perfectly tight. And that is all you have to do to replace a shovel handle. It's actually probably the easiest handle of all the tools to replace. Which brings me to an idea. If you have been looking around and there's some type of tool that you need a tutorial for and we haven't posted something yet, feel free to comment down below and let us know, or contact us through our website or by phone, and we'll be happy to make a video that shows you how to replace something for your specific tool. But check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Bowman Handles, or on Facebook at Bowman Handles Inc. You can also check out our website at bowmanhandlesinc.com, or you can always call us at 1-800-736-0390. Thank you.